Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So here are the Eagles now backed up to start their first drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5". They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Jones. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Sanders toss left side, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On 2nd and 2, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Back to throw. Farrell.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll look to throw again.
This one into the hands of Pitts.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Diablos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his target, Beckham.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Returnable here for Davis. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Still 9 remaining on second down.
Back to throw. Jones. It's complete to Brown, right side.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
They run with Sanders off the option.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now look. Huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, well, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Off play action. Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. Farrell. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down,
Farrell got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now.
Dances by at the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Jones. It's caught by Sanders. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Farrell. And he's got it. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts from 6 yards away as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but
you don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Running right, here's Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 3rd.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 1st down. Farrell. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back to throw again. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Charles, a new NFL record, 67 yards. There has never been one converted from that distance until this very moment. Unbelievable. Congratulations to him.
And, partner, there's no way you or I woke up today thinking, hey, we might see a 67-yard field goal made, let alone attempted. Congratulations. great job. And remember, it all starts getting that kick away, because often it starts low. Usually that's when it can be tipped. Not in this case, a new NFL record.
So we've come. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. On 1st and 10, Farrell. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Farrell. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
Second down.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Back to throw. Farrell. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Farrell. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor from 19 yards away. And the Diablos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible, but this possession is an empty one.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Davis now to return it. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Farrell. He'll drop this down to Taylor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw. Farrell. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Farrell. Now that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Farrell.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Farrell. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Diablos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything.
Back now in Mexico City. Here's 2nd and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Now Jones. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a give to Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Operating from the gun. Farrell. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll look to throw again.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
They'll run here with Taylor.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
To throw on second down. Farrell. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
from 3 yards out.
And the Diablos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Looking to throw on second down. Farrell.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slam.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He has
has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Taylor trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to run with Taylor. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.